guys, and welcome back to my show, Undiscovered. I am your host, Priscilla, and I truly wanted to just give a thank you to all of the viewers that have been tuning in every single week to make this show possible. It is truly an honor to be here, and I've only been your host for maybe a month now, and I'm having the time of my life meeting the biggest talent, entrepreneurs, and dreamers here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we have an amazing show for you. There's going to be two self-made artists, and that my favorite thing about self-made artists is that they always have a story to tell, and they're the most humble people that you could possibly meet. When we come back from the break, we are going to start off with an amazing 17, almost 18-year-old singer, Lindsay Duke, performing with two of her songs, Dear Dad and 3 a.m. See you after the break.
Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across social media platforms. We produce over 70 shows with over 1,000 episodes. In the process, we've helped over 100 creators realize their dreams and start their own show. We give platforms to promote your business. If you are an artist, if you have an event, if you are entrepreneurs, or if you have a story. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe and follow us on major social media platforms. And if you have a great idea of a show, join us. Social media shows can help you produce and live stream your own show. Let us help you make your dream become a reality.
Trying to please you, I need some guidance, I need some clarity, I need some peace, come find me please, that's what I need. Sometimes I feel like giving up the fight, but it makes me strong, so I'll carry on. I need some guidance, I need some clarity, I need some peace, come find me please, that's what I need. Just know you're not alone. There's someone else who doesn't feel as strong as they'd like to. You can win this fight. We need some guidance. We need some clarity. We need some peace. Come find us, please. That's what we need.
Lindsay Duke, everyone, with her song 3 a.m. That was absolutely amazing, and this is actually my first time that I've heard her sing live, which is absolutely fantastic. So here we go, and welcome to the stage, Lindsay Duke, back again.
Thank you.
That was absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And guys, like, we talked about this before the show. I thought she was already 18, but she's turning 18 in a couple of days, which means she is only 17 with that voice and that talent and songwriting skills.
Yes.
So applauding her for that. Amazing job.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So let's talk a little about the song that you just sang for us.
Yes.
You know, I know on your website that's one of the songs that you featured and that is released now. And so you write all of your songs, correct?
Yes. I currently do write all of my songs. They all have some sort of meaning to them, like something that I feel other people can relate to. So that's why I choose to write my own songs, and I also would like to venture into writing songs for other people as well, eventually.
That's amazing. So tell us a little about Three and what really inspired you about that song specifically.
So this song, funny story, but not like funny, it's like kind of ironic funny. So I was involved in a relationship with a person, and this relationship was very, I guess what we call toxic now. It was very there was a lot of gaslighting, manipulation, things like that. And so this song, basically the inspiration behind it is that even though there are things I'm going through, I did lose myself for this person, and I did have a lot of mental health issues and depression, anxiety, things like that because of this person. I can acknowledge the fact that there are other people who also feel the same way, even if it's not in a relationship. It can be in just family dynamics. It can be school. Some people just are a little more behind than others, and there are times where I feel like everybody needs a little encouragement. And so I wrote this song so that people could feel like they're not alone in their struggle with mental health and just life in general.
Well, that was amazing. Thank you for sharing. I know that the backstory might not be the best to always bring out, because I'm sorry you had to go through that. But the good part about it is that you came up with a beautiful song, and it's something that's very relatable. I think if you tell the backstory to that, I'm sure many of the viewers are just like, oh, been there, know exactly what that feels like. So, but you channel it in such a way that kind of also helps you heal from those.
Yes.
And then you can also inspire others to help heal from their situations as well, which is absolutely amazing. And so let's talk about, your voice. And you, not only are you a singer, but you're also a vocal coach. When did you start singing yourself, and then what inspired you to also teach?
So I have actually been singing since I was almost 3. There's a very distinct memory, and I think there's also videos. My mom probably could find them somewhere, but there's videos of me singing Rocky Top, which is, so I used to live in Tennessee, and that's the Tennessee national anthem kind of thing. And so there's karaoke videos of me singing Rocky Top at 3 years old.
We need that video.
Where is it? And we need to find it somewhere. But yeah, so I have been singing since I was 3, and I actually have had my fair share of vocal coaches. I had a really amazing vocal coach, and I will shout him out because he's detrimental to my career. And his name is Marquebius. He owns Melodic Minds Music Academy, and so he was my vocal coach, but he ended up moving to Tennessee, and it just wasn't feasible to do vocal lessons virtually for me. So I actually wanted to teach vocal lessons virtually because I want to be able to bring something different to people who need or feel like they want vocal lessons. I wanted to bring something that was modern, songs that people listen to now, not old songs that people sung a long time ago. I wanted to bring something people can do right now. And so I guess the inspiration behind doing vocal lessons was just to bring something new and bring a extracurricular activity to people who don't have the opportunity to do them in person. So people have the option to say, hey, can we do virtual vocal lessons? And I'm like, sure, let's do it.
That's amazing, and you're so young still. And that, because I trained in theater, so I've seen training vocally for musical theater people, and it's intensive work.
Yes.
And a lot of those people are have been, opera singers and all that stuff, so they have a huge history. And you're so young, you're already hitting all of those points, and I feel at the same time you're probably also teaching yourself because you have to maintain technique in your mind because you have to know when to teach others, and so in your head you're just wait, I can't just be winging it.
It's kind of interesting teaching beginner vocal students because I'm at a point where I don't need
all of the beginner, I guess, technical things. Like, I already know those things, but then I have to explain them to someone else, and it's a little bit kind of like nostalgic to me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I had to learn that at some point, and now I'm teaching someone else the same thing that I just learned.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I know your vocal coach is no longer in person, but do you still take lessons yourself to like continue to work on your craft, since you're, I'm assuming, full-time singer?
I currently am not actually taking vocal lessons for myself. I am focusing mostly on recording and just like business adventures. So that's the main focus, but I would definitely be open to taking a vocal lesson, and anytime I have like a performance, I'll like call up my vocal coach and be like, hey, can we go through a warm-up or something? Like, I would definitely do that. But no, I'm not currently taking vocal lessons.
Well, any teachers, I would love to take her on. I'm sure you can. You know, I love her personality. You're so lovely. It's amazing. So as far as long-term goals with singing, like, do you do a lot of performances often? Or are you trying to just be recording artists with performing? Do you like doing, you know, singing live a lot?
I love this question because I think every artist has a completely different answer. Like, some people want to do one thing and not the other, and then some people want to do it all. I currently am doing everything, so I want to do a little bit of recording, and I do perform like pretty much all across the Vegas area. I've performed in the Smith Center, like the West Las Vegas Library Theater, which was actually recent. Just like small churches, just small like venues kind of things, like you know, where people host like random venues. I've done that, and I love doing that. I love networking with people and getting to know like how other people got their start, because I will have a performance and I'll have somebody come up to me and be like, hey, I love your voice. Like, I'm a singer too, and I'm like, why aren't you singing?
Yeah, like, come on, girl, let's sing.
Right, I'm like, okay, like, I want to hear now.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting, because then you start like following all these people on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook, wherever, and you get to meet and network with so many different personality types and people. So I am currently doing a little bit of everything.
That's amazing, though, because Vegas is a lot smaller than people think.
Yes.
Right? So once you get one foot in, you know one person, that person knows that person, they perform there, you get, you know, introduced to that person, and then sooner or later, you know, the whole community of singers, musicians, performers in that niche, right?
Yes,
and it's always fun.
That is so true.
Opens up so many opportunities, and you're so young, it's just the beginning. So what genre do you normally sing?
I do a little bit of everything, but we are currently calling the genre that I'm most involved in, we call it inspirational, because it doesn't fit a specific genre type. So I do a little bit of everything, like R&B, there's some pop, there's gospel, soul, like aspects of every genre. So we've currently just been calling it inspirational, just something that inspires other people.
That's amazing. It's the whole point of the show, too. And I love to have people coming on that can inspire people back in a place where we once were, when we were looking for someone else to inspire us and being like, it's possible, you know? So speaking, I know you mentioned business, and I know that you also have one, and it's called CreativeLindz, correct? And, you know, it's all about beauty, which, you know, coincidentally has a lot to do with the industry that you're going in, but, you know, you have to not only focus on that, but you have to focus on, you know, being on camera, being presentable to a lot of people. And so I know that, you know, reading a lot on your website about it, you know, there's a lot of, you're using, you know, very eco-friendly products in your ingredients in your makeup, and trying to create like a very beauty positive, very inclusive brand. Is that correct?
Yes. I definitely strive to use diverse groups of people to advertise my business. I love using products that are vegan and cruelty-free, things you can find right where you are, things you can find like in the ground, in nature. My personal reason for doing that, I couldn't imagine using like, I know that people do this, but I couldn't imagine using animal fats in my stuff. It's just a personal choice. I have dogs. And so, like, that was also a big inspiration, because a lot of things are very toxic to animals. So if my animals happen to get into something, like they could be severely hurt from the stuff that I'm using. And while the room that we are using to do production is it's closed off, like everything in it is clean, you never know. There are also people, like if you know children, sometimes kids like to wander and like they go into rooms like randomly, and like I said, if there's something in there that's toxic to people, I don't want that to be in my business.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a good time to do it now too, because that's what everyone's trying to transition to.
Yeah.
You know, we want those things. We want to see more of it, especially people having good intentions behind it as well.
Yes.
And so how long have you been doing the skincare, makeup, the beauty stuff?
So I actually have only been involved in this business for about a year. It's coming up on a year, like in January. Yeah. And it's been very fun. So I have what we consider a small business at the moment. It's just something that it caters to a certain group of people. And so I've been going to craft shows. There are so many craft shows in the Las Vegas area. If anyone doesn't know, there are a lot here, and it's very hard to find them because they aren't advertised to big groups of people, because they are mostly small businesses that are going to them. And so I've been doing craft shows, just like social media advertising, like your standard like Instagram posts, things like that. And it's been very fun. It's something that I love doing. I'm sure everyone knows I'm a singer, so I love being creative, and making skincare and like lip glosses, makeup, and stuff like that is just another aspect of being creative, even if people don't see it that way.
Right. And so we touched a little bit on the message behind, you know, your makeup and beauty, but if you want to, you know, tell the audience your take on it, because I'm sure it comes a lot from your experience as a singer and experience in the industry, and I find it very important to ask a lot of people about this question, because a lot of people don't know how hard the industry is on, you know, talent and anyone else working in it. So I'd love to hear your experience and how that kind of inspired your business to really have that big message out there.
Yeah, so I actually have eczema, and so my eczema kind of has like impacted my life in just a general sense. Like in school, people like make fun of me, or like I've had really strange experiences kind of on the opposite side of being made fun of. Like I would have people randomly come up to my face and like,
no.
I'm like, why would you do that?
Oh no.
It's so strange. So people are very like, they're weird about things like that. People are either obsessed with it or people are very rude about it. And I know that in the industry, we're very focused on looks, because that's just what we present like out there. Like everybody's album cover is like, it's their face. It has to do with who they are as an artist. And we just in society want people to look aesthetically pleasing. And I think that in order to do that, like that's not right to me. I think people should be able to take care of their skin and do it for them. Do it for the self like reaffirmations of saying, hey, like I'm taking care of myself today. This is self-care. This isn't for this person and this isn't for this industry. I'm doing it for me. And the other thing is that we also are very focused on like we're in a period of time where people are kind of able to experiment and go out there and do like whatever they want, right? But at the same time, you get feedback from that. You get like people saying, you're a man, you can't wear this, or like you're a woman, you're not allowed to dress like that. And haters. It's like, you get haters, you get people who say things that come to their head and it really shouldn't have even been spoken. And that's just the inspiration behind my business, is being able to say, I'm doing this for me because I like this and this looks good on me.
Yes,
so here I
love
am.
it. That is the message. Yes, queen. And such a young age too, to have that, you know, just that self-confidence and the, you know, finding yourself and knowing who you are and having that come out into all of your body of work, because you also write your own songs, you know, you create your own products, you know, you present yourself a certain way, and you're doing shows and music that you like to do for you, not because it's in because people will say that that's what that should be.
Yes.
But it's been an honor to interview you. And before we go, two more things. Any show coming up that anyone can come see you at?
So I currently do not have any shows. However, every third Wednesday of the month, I am going to be at the Findlay Volkswagen, the North Findlay Volkswagen dealership, and we do a vendor show, so you can come see CreativeLindz, get your CreativeLindz, and there are so many other amazing businesses. There's food trucks, there's clothing brands, there's a little bit of everything, like everyone is there. So if anybody wants to show up, it's the third Wednesday of every single month from 3 to 8, sorry.
And is there any social media that we can also find you on?
Yes, so you can follow me on Instagram at CreativeLindz, so it's Creative, Lindz, and then you can also follow my personal Instagram for music and things like that at Music by Lindz.
Oh, great. And then before, you leave the studio, we are going to have another amazing performance by Lindsay. And if you want to introduce that just a little bit to the audience, the name of the song and kind of what the audience should expect on what this means to you.
Yes, so the song I'm going to be singing is called Dear Dad. It started as a letter to my father, who is, I guess, what you call an absent dad, somebody who's just not, like, emotionally or physically present in your life, and so this started as a letter to him saying, like, hey, what's up? Like, I'm good, but what's up? And so I transitioned it into a song, which actually wasn't that hard for me, because just my writing style is, it's very, like, I guess poetic is the word. So this song is a letter to my dad, just saying, like, there are a lot of things that happened, and I understand things don't always go how they should, but I have found people and inspiration in that situation.
That's amazing, and I'm sure so many people are going to be able to relate to that as well, and that's what I'm loving most about you, is that you are someone that wants to inspire others, be relatable, and also put your own message out there. And
Yes.
At 18, so happy early birthday. Your birthday's in a couple days, guys, so everyone wish you happy birthday. But after the break, we're going to come back and hear that amazing song called Dear Dad. And everyone, this has been Lindsay Duke. Thank you so much for being on my show.
Thank you for having me.
See you guys after the break.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause, because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Miss you. You're not home. I miss when you call the phone. I want to hear your voice. You're my dad, and it's not a choice. It's been years since
everyone. That was absolutely beautiful. One more hug before you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, her voice is absolutely beautiful. So remember, go and support her singing and her business, CreativeLindz.